I am now a murderer. But how did I become a murderer when I never had any intention to hurt someone, not to talk of being the reason for an innocent man's death? How did I end up this way, and what led me to kill someone on this very day? These words ring in Esther's head as she continues to stare at the burning body of Chima on the street. Everything happened so fast, and this is how it all went down. It was a Monday morning in the month of January 2024. The market is not experiencing any dull moment as many students who are studying in the nearby university have flocked the market to purchase some foodstuffs. Chima happens to be one of those students.
He's a 23-year-old student studying mass communication in the prestigious Nnamdi Azikiwe University, popularly called UNIZIK. He is now in his final year, and he's expected to graduate before the end of this year.
Now let's talk about Esther. Esther is about 27 years of age. She's a devoted Christian.
She's now engaged, but has refused to move in with her fiancé because of her religious belief and hatred of premarital sex.
She has taken out 50,000 naira, made up of 500 naira notes held together with a rubber band from a nearby bank. She intends to use the money to buy new materials for her tailoring business. When she got home from the bank, she took out the money from her handbag, recounted it, and then dropped it on her bed.
She then took out a powder from her handbag, dropped the handbag on top of the small cupboard that also serves as the mirror stand, before applying the makeup on her face.
While she was still making up, her mother stepped in, asked her where she was preparing to go to, and sat on the bed.
Just as she was telling her mother about her plans for the day, her mother's phone rang. She picked up the phone and started talking.
Esther waited for some seconds but thinks she was running out of time. She picked up her handbag, signaled to her mother that she's leaving, and then left. Once outside, Esther stops an auto rickshaw, popularly called Keke Napep in Nigeria. The driver already has 2 passengers in the back seat. One of them is Chima, sitting on the right-hand side, where Esther is supposed to get in.
Excuse me, could you move further inside so I can sit?
But Chima refuses. Instead, he creates a little space for Esther to sit in between him and the other passenger. This annoys Esther, but she's left with no choice. She gets in and sits in the middle.
This is so uncomfortable.
While getting in, she has severe contact with Chima and quickly readjusts her handbag.
Where's my money?
Esther comes down from the vehicle and starts searching for her money to pay the driver but can't find a dime.
My 50,000 naira has been stolen by the passenger that just left.
I don't take what doesn't belong to me. Some boys who saw Chima leaving the Keke Napep in a hurry quickly chase after him and catch him. They ask if he stole any money from Esther, but he denies it.
As they interrogate him, more people gather, drawing the attention of the market's president.
Describe your money.
It's exactly 50,000 naira, made up of 500 naira notes held together with a rubber band.
The president searches Chima's pockets and recovers the exact amount that matches Esther's description. He hands over the money to her.
Wait, I just withdrew this from the bank before coming to the market.
But the angry mob isn't ready to listen. The president tells them he will hand Chima over to the police, but they refuse.
The police will let him go the same day if he pays a little bribe.
They accuse the president of supporting criminals and allege that Chima is one of those boys he puts on the street to rob people. When the heat from the mob becomes too much, the president hands Chima over to them.
Let's teach him a lesson.
The mob begins to beat him up and tear all his clothes. Esther tries to intervene.
Please stop, he might be innocent.
But they threaten to kill her if she utters another word of pity for a criminal.
Say one more word and you'll join him.
They drag Chima on the floor as stones and sticks fly all over his body. Chima is already weak and can barely move due to his numerous wounds and the amount of blood lost. Soon a car tire was placed around his neck. Another man poured some fuel on him and everyone quickly stepped away while still throwing stones at him.
Another man casually throws a cigarette at him, and Chima is quickly engulfed in fire.
And tears quickly rolled down from Esther's eyes.
Suddenly her phone rings. It's her mother.
Hello, Esther. It's like you forgot the money you went to withdraw from the bank. It is lying here on your bed. So how are you going to buy the materials?
Esther becomes more dumbfounded and heartbroken as she continues to stare at the burning body of Chima with stones still flying all over him.
She wanted to tell the people that Chima is innocent, so that they can at least put out the fire and allow his family to come and pick up his body for a befitting burial. But doing that will certainly cost her her own life too. But if she refuses to confess that Chima is innocent, she will live the rest of her life with the guilt that she killed an innocent man, considering the fact that she is a devout Christian.
So listeners and viewers, if you happen to be in Esther's shoes, what would you have done at this point? And if you happen to be Chima's parents, what will be your reaction if Esther ever confesses the truth? And if you happen to be one of the people that killed Chima on the street, will you ever participate in any mob action again, irrespective of whatever evidence that is presented against the assumed criminal? Put down your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.